a skid mark on the next, which was beyond filthy, very unhygienic. I saw blood on the actual mattresses. It's 40 degrees. Yeah, well, the aircon was faulty and not working. Scary looking owner with tats everywhere. Very, very eerie in there. And definitely those reviews reflect what kind of motel that is. Heading down to the Big Smoke, down to good old Melbourne, staying at the lowest reviewed hotel in Australia, which should be a pleasant experience. Not too sure why I booked it. I've just found out I've got a birthday on tomorrow, so perfect timing. I need my shut eye, so I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. But yeah, let's see how it all unravels and go from there. It's rated a 3.4 out of 10. Last time I saw anything like 3.4 out of 10, it was in my senior year at high school. So it's nothing new. Pretty apprehensive, pretty nervous, to be honest. I've got all my tech gear on me. I don't have too much, so it should be fine. But yeah, I've read some of the reviews and people commenting aggressive owner, mold everywhere, dirty, and shouting in the middle of the night. I definitely know if I hear a banging or a knock at the door, it's for sure not Uber Eats. It's not my girlfriend. It's danger. Funnily enough, I actually never stay in accommodation reviewed anywhere south of 8 out of 10, just because I do prioritize my comfort. You know, as you get older, it's an essential in life, I guess. And even if it comes at a price point, so be it. But what stumps me is that Booking.com is the biggest booking site in the world. And how come it's still on the platform? Like, it's so negative, it's very poor. And at the end of the day, it reflects their values. It's their reputation on the line. So how does keeping accommodations like the one that I'm staying at incentivize or help Booking.com in any way? I've always wondered that. I'm a very positive person, and my job is to ignore all this riffraff, all the talk, and to see if I can find one positive in my stay there, because it's very easy to get caught up in all the negative reviews and to gain a misconception of a particular place with all the noise around. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can find a couple positives that I can take away. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm absolutely shitting myself. Like, to put myself in this situation, it's very abnormal. And yeah, but however, I want to bring the content to you guys. You clicked on it. You want to see something entertaining. I know many of you guys don't lie, want me to have the worst experience ever and want everything to go wrong. And I kind of don't blame you. I'll be in the same position. It makes for good viewership, good engagement. Stay had the most reviews at the lowest score. So I don't like to take into account a place that has, 2 out of 10 and it's only got 3 reviews or 5 reviews. So I think to get an accurate representation, you kind of need to look at minimum 100 reviews for a place. Absolute minimum, potentially 50. Finally, guys, before I head off, it's very important to realize that the reviews through Agoda and Booking.com are very, very accurate. I'm only saying this because I know a lot of YouTubers use TripAdvisor or other booking sites to show reviews. However, not many of you guys would know that anyone can kind of leave a review for TripAdvisor. You're just citing you need to have like a Gmail account, a certain account, and people can unfairly critique businesses or sabotage them potentially. or other people can highly praise them and give them false 5-star reviews through like family and friends, say for instance. So yeah, always look at booking.com and Agoda because you actually need to stay there in order to leave the review. So yeah, just a heads up. Guys, at the end of the day, I'm just here to document my personal experience. I'm not here to, add to the woes and the struggles of a business or to berate them in any way. So I just want to give my perspective on it all. It was an absolute stinker of a day, nearly 40 degrees Celsius, about 105 Fahrenheit as what you could see from my dashboard. What's ironic is that this motel is situated in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne, in a really nice area which doesn't kind of make any sense. So I had parked in the motel and walked up to get a cold drink from the shops before checking into the room. It's on a busy, noisy road as well. So as I'm approaching the place, my mind's racing, heart's beating fast, and don't know what to expect. This is a rarity. I've never seen this in Australia before. You can rent a room essentially for short time aerobics in a motel, and they openly advertise this, which isn't the best first impression. Really, really unusual. I was trying to keep a low profile coming into this motel with the camera and gear to kind of not raise any eyebrows or suspicions. I was met by some stares from guests, and between takes, the young man who ushered me to my room asked what I was doing with a camera. I said I was FaceTiming family I hadn't seen in a while, so you may see me speaking dribble to the camera, which led me to just film and not do any talking at the time. My first impressions were rough and eerie. I heard a man shout, swear and abuse a lady from when I just parked my car in the compound from their open windows. And I know it wasn't consensual fun, guys. It actually sent shivers down my spine. But hey, I thought, let's not write it off completely. My room could still ultimately look like an Arabian palace with snacks, mini bar, hot tub and the works. Walking up to the room, I felt like I was walking into my cell. Could a jail be more luxurious than this motel? First impressions, the smell was horrendous. It made my dad's fart smell like a brand new cologne. I was suffocating, cigarettes, old potent urine, dampness and mold all in one, no exaggeration. There was a dirty toaster with 2 dead flies inside. Remember when I said it was 40 degrees? Yeah, well, the aircon was faulty and not working. I felt like I was going to pass out with that stench. There were marks all over the wall, including mold, wear and tear. There were crumb-looking particles on one of the beds and a skid mark on the next, which was beyond filthy, very unhygienic. I saw blood on the actual mattresses. The ground was sticky from what I saw. There was no remote anywhere, which was kind of the least of my concerns anyway. I heard some aerobics and it wasn't even night time, potentially on that 3-hour special price. 2 boxes of tissues. How else are you supposed to clean up all that mess? There was hair in the sink. There were dirty cupboards and drawers that wouldn't open. And if there was a fire, I was screwed from what I saw. Not the best looking curtains as well. And I was actually paranoid, so I kept them shut whilst filming as reception and everyone can look into the room. The door wouldn't lock as it was jammed, so the chain was my only safety net. If I hear a banging at the door from my mother-in-law, I mean a complete junkie. I had no idea what this additional protection was for, it certainly didn't add to the aesthetic of the place. How can I be so foolish for booking here? There were so many bizarre characters walking around. It felt so claustrophobic and closed in. Have the owners given up? Safe to say, if you're on your honeymoon, it may be best to avoid. If you're an 18-year-old student, it is probably in the same condition as your room at your parents' house now, so please don't complain if you come. Wait until you see my reaction straight after walking out, guys. It's insane. I also need to ask you guys a very important question coming up, so the spotlight can't just be on me the whole time. I just pulled up on the main road just outside of the motel, as just very awkward vibe, scary looking owner with tats everywhere, and I kind of didn't want to videotape this in the car park, and for safety reasons obviously, and thought this would be the best place to kind of share my thoughts on my experience there. I tried everything in my power. I wanted to stay the night. I went for a walk, got a Powerade, thought it through, and I just couldn't get myself to stay there, which I think is the first time ever. I've stayed at a couple subpar accommodations, but very, very bizarre. However, as you guys could see with your own eyes, I didn't do any talking because the rooms were paper thin. And I'll do a voice over of what I saw, because very, very eerie in there, and definitely those reviews reflect what kind of motel that is, in a pretty okay area. It's very, very, I'm very astonished, to be honest. Oh guys, I'm so tired. I just drove all that way for pretty much nothing. However, I deliberately booked that place knowing what I was getting myself into. Now I want to know from you guys, have you had a negative experience with a hotel where you've actually walked out after check-in? So you initially booked it thinking it was going to be a pleasant stay. However, something came up. What was the reason? Please don't name the hotel. And the comment with the most likes I'll read out in my next video, and hopefully we can all have a laugh and get around it. Don't forget to smash the like button, annihilate it, subscribe for more beautiful content, and I'll see you guys soon. Catch up.